What a day. I'll explain it more once I actually message a few people telling them I'm streaming now. Twitch. Me. Live. Let me turn the volume down so you can't hear me. Twice. How do I copy link? And then I can go to this and send it. Okay, I've sent out all my invites, so if you haven't already, feel free to join my community Discord for updates like today, where I kind of didn't get to stream on time, 4 hours late as a matter of fact, all because electrician problems. Fun. AC's fried, so now, it's hot. It's hot in here. So, this is the final dungeon in the game, so I should be able to get it done by tonight. Honestly. I don't see it being a problem. So tomorrow is probably going to be the first stream of Four Sword Adventures, which will be a lot of fun. I had fun with that game as a kid, even if it's not much of a Zelda game. Hey, Karina, what's up? How's work? Just got all the sample streams up post corn cobs. You know, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with the corn cob on the community Discord. So we have a late stream today. I don't know if Karina told you the reasoning or not yet, but pretty much it's been a fun evening, let me tell you. It's also really hot. Our electrician that we were going to have replace our breaker decided to screw it up and fry our AC unit circuit board. So now we have no AC for the night. So I'm going to be sweating some heavy beads on stream, more than likely, because my computer's going to heat this room up real quick. How come I can't break this tower, but I can break the towers over here? You know, Karina, it wasn't his fault, but it was. He is a professional certified electrician. He had every reason to see this coming, but I will agree he was kind of set up for failure at the same time, so I can't hold it entirely against him, but I can still hold it against him to a degree. So, especially if he's going to be charging us as much money as he did. $1,000 is nothing to scoff at. I expect a job to be done right if I'm dishing out $1,000 bucks, you know? Okay, Boar. The handling is terrible. Oh, that's right. They get tired when you ram them into a wall, so you gotta let them get a little rest. But everyone else was like 4,000. I mean, sure he did it for a discount, but it also seems like it's discounted labor with inequality. Kind of mean of me to say, I know, but yeah. I'm just bitter because I'm hot. Karina was throwing a little tantrum when she woke up around the time that he broke the circuit board. Because she didn't have enough sleep, so that was just like a cherry on top for her to just get mad. I had an odd realization today with games. Out of my childhood games I 100%ed or attempted to were mostly Kirby games. Then I wanted to play Kirby's Dream Land 2. I almost puked in the nickel tank. That's not good, Karina. Don't do that. Is it the cyanide smells that you smell that are making you go, whoa? Because honestly, the cyanide fumes really get to me sometimes whenever I worked there. So Kyle, I don't want you to get mad at me, but I've never played a Kirby game. Never in my life have I played a Kirby game. I hear they're good. Never played one, though. That's believable. I feel like they're probably an underrated series of games. Just based upon how... I don't know. I don't know many people who have played Kirby games. Same with like Pikmin and things like that. You know? Probably good games. Never played it before, though. So I gotta find the Triforce thing. Go down right, left, down right. So which direction's the proper angle for the Triforce here? So which is the top? Also, another funny memory and realization, I played a lot of Sonic games and Spyro games. I didn't play the Spyro games until recently with the Reignited trilogy. However, I did play Sonic games as a kid. Mostly Sonic 1, 2, and Sonic Heroes, though. I played the shit out of Sonic Heroes. And Shadow the Hedgehog, I played that as well a lot. Even though people say that that's a bad Sonic game, I think that they're just a little quick to judge and say it's just Sonic with guns and then never actually play the game. Because I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. Oh, Sonic Riders. I also played Sonic Riders. That was a fun game when I was a kid. You want to know the secret? What's the secret, Kyle? Lay it on me. All Sonic games beyond this 2D platformer's way in the beginning are bad. You think Sonic Mania is a bad game? I think Sonic Mania is good. Oh, so I have to face it basically with a dot and a dot. If it's a dot... No, well, it's all going to be like that. Damn it. Right? Wait, so this is the bottom. So I need to... Okay, I think this is the bottom. What? No, that's the wrong button. And by bad, I mean just cringy, I guess. I don't know. Austin and I both have a weird thing with them, especially Austin. Is just like they have a special place in our heart. We really like Crush 40 as a band, even though we accept that they aren't great. I love them just because it gets me excited and happy to hear "Live and Learn." Or just things like that. I am all I am, all I am. Here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Same. Spyro and Sonic have a special place in my heart, and I realize Kirby is along those as well. So that's not the right way to go, apparently. Is this the triangle tip? Ugh, wrong button again. We at Pumpkin Hill, you ready? Is that the Triforce tip? Apparently not. I'm gonna guess this is the Triforce tip. I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep. Oh, yeah, I got it. The only Spyro game I played as a kid actually was Spyro 1. I played that. I'm pretty sure I didn't own it. I just rented it a lot whenever people, you know, still rented video games. And I, honestly, to this day, I still prefer Spyro 1 over the second and third games. I don't know. I just feel like it's... Like, sure, the controls are a little clunkier, but I kind of like the world and the characters and honestly, I don't know. The controls haven't aged that poorly, honestly. I have to wear a mask just to not puke, but I'm lightheaded because I can't breathe. I still have the old PS1 Spyro games. It all blends together for me memory-wise. I recently played through all the Spyro games, like the Reignited trilogy, like I said. So I know all the three games, at least the three in that trilogy, pretty well at this point, because I 100%ed all of them. Well, more than 100%ed some of them, because some of them go over 100%. But you know, 100%. Because I think like the second one goes up to like 210 or something crazy like that. I can't remember that exact number exactly, but the second one has a really high percentage rate. Still hoping there's a Midna what face stamp. It might be a little while before we get all the stamps in this game, because I'm not 100%ing all the games for a first playthrough. I'm going to clean up all the games later on, so if there is a Midna what face stamp, it's we're not going to realize until after I beat all the Zelda games first. So I got the dungeon map. Was there really... There's nothing else on the map. No, I don't have a compass, so I wouldn't even know. I'll remember it. Honestly, we could just look up all the stamps online or something and see if there is one. And then I could just, like, add it if I ever get affiliated. So I got up here, but it didn't seem like there was anything else to do. So I think I just need to move on to the left area now since I seem to have gotten the chest for the right area. But I'm going to come up here and check just to be safe. I've played more 3D Sonic games than I have 2D Sonic games, which is kind of funny considering a lot of older people like that are a generation or two ahead of us would say like the 2D ones are the only ones that you should be playing. The SNES and Genesis kids. Richard was genuinely surprised how normal of a person I am with playing Spyro and Sonic. I mean, you grew up around the same time, so I mean you had to have played some of the same games that a normal person would, right? But his perception, I think, is a little warped with going to art college. Richard went to art college? Or you? Oh, was that it? Ooh. He's like 2 years younger than me, and he didn't really play video games in his young childhood. Richard went to art college. Okay. Huh. I don't know many people who, like, didn't play video games as a kid but get into it as they get older. There's not many people my age that I know that are like that. Most people my age were into the games that I was into as a kid. However, nowadays they're either into just PC or just console. Like modern console, that is. I don't know many people that are into like more retro style games or like childhood nostalgic games, because a lot of people I know are the kind of people who basically play a video game, and then once they're done with it, they sell it so that they can use the resale money to basically fund future video game playing. And they sell their old consoles too. And I don't know, I don't like parting with a video game because I like to go back to it every once in a while if I really like it. Harley and Richard are younger than us. Oh. Well, younger than you. They might not be younger than me because I am like 2 or 3 years younger than you, Kyle, I think. So. Because you're older than Karina. And Karina's almost a year older than I am, so. That's really weird and foreign to me at all. What? Selling your games and consoles to fund the new ones and never going back, or what? I forget how I'm an old person. I mean, you're not that much older, Kyle. In most of my close friend groups. Oh, okay. Because, like, I've got friends, like, I've got a friend named Kiefer, and he's, like, honestly, like, a few years away from 30 at this point. And then I've got a friend named Steven, and he has, he has children that are, like, say, my age. Like, I play video games with one of his kids. So, and yet I play video games with him, too. It's weird that people would sell their games for future game purchases. That's like selling your DVDs to buy the newest DVD movie release. I know, but that's just like... Video games are way more expensive than DVDs are, so it like... I can see the reason why they do it. I just can't bring myself to do it myself, because I would rather have a collection of games because I like to revisit them. A movie, I like to revisit as well, so I can see your comparison there as well, but a movie is so much cheaper. And not to mention, most people don't even buy physical copies of media anymore. A lot of people nowadays buy, like, digital copies of things. So I don't know how... You can't resell digital copies, so I don't know how my friends are going to deal with that in future. Like, the PS5, for example, has there's a disc drive version and a non-disc drive version. So, like, a digital version of the console, which I find... just like crazy, like buying a console that you can't insert a video game into. That's just crazy. That's like buying a phone that doesn't have a headphone jack. iPhone. Hello, Danielle. How you doing? Have you had a nice day today? I hope so. Well, I think I gotta get behind him, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Quit it. I'm pooped. I met with that venue today. Oh, really? Did it go well? I'm pooped today because I had to wake up this morning and go to work at 8 o'clock to cover for my supervisor because she couldn't come into work today. So I've been up since like 7 this morning, and then after I got home I immediately had to drive to a place to get Karina some food about half an hour away, and then I had to drive back home, so that's another hour out of my day. And then I get home, Karina's like, I'm taking a nap. The electrician is here. You take care of it. And I was like, okay. So I had to sit around on the couch without any power or internet or anything, just twiddling around with my phone and my thumbs while the power was out. And then the guy turns the power back on and it blows out our AC, so he sticks around even longer. So now it's like 8 o'clock and I finally start the stream for the day. So my day's been pretty long. I haven't been able to do anything I want to do until like 12 hours after I start work this morning. And plus, Karina is probably going to be done working at around 11, so I'll have to like leave the stream and go get her and then come back. I might be done with this game by then, though. Who knows? Because that's another like 2.5 hours. So, and this is the final temple / because this is Hyrule Castle, so Ganon's at the end of it to fight. So, we'll see. I might be starting Four Sword Adventures tomorrow. That sounds exciting. I follow the strongest side. That is all I have ever known. I thought he was about to bust through that giant stone wall or something. $150 referral fee and a $15 an hour to mini coordinate, which is just helping clients pick and choose what colors, food, decor, etc. they want, so the venue can prepare that stuff. So you get $150 for each referral, or you're paying $150, and also you're getting paid $15 an hour, because that's not bad. I actually got a job offer today for $15 an hour, and I was like, I wonder if I should take that. I'd be working full-time, full benefits, $15 an hour for a job that 60% of the time I'd just be sitting around at a desk not doing anything. And I was like, that doesn't sound bad. But the other 40% of the time, I would be driving to Dallas and scheduling appointments, and that part didn't sound fun to me. So I was like, I'll think about it. He spoke. Get $150 per person that goes with them. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like it was like 500 or something yesterday, so I'm guessing they must have lowered it on you, or maybe you misunderstood or something. That's a shame. Because $500 per referral would have been crazy awesome. But honestly, $15 an hour is already pretty decent. At least for like maybe not to have a degree and then get $15 an hour, but I mean $15 an hour in my book without a degree, that's like a pretty good starting point. And then to get $150 per like referral as like a, what would you call it, whenever you sell something and you get commission. $15 an hour plus commission benefits isn't really that bad of a deal in my eyes. Oh, I got a key. I can now go inside of the castle. Nala, what are you barking at? Nala, what the hell are you doing? One moment. Nala, you... Punk. Damn it. Ugh. This isn't a toy, Nala. Nala's been like tearing up this toilet paper roll. There's like torn up paper all over the floor. Nala, please. That's not bad at all. Boof. Yeah, they're doing a cheaper deal right now, so the $150 is reasonable. But if it's outside of the deal, they might offer more toilet paper. Dang. She was getting into the COVID bartering paper. I know, that's like the COVID currency, man. And she's just tearing it all up. COVID dollar bills, y'all. First it was the Bitcoin, and now it's just toilet paper rolls. Nala. I understand I took your toy away, but you can't play with me. I'm busy. I'll pet you, but that's about as much as you're gonna get from me. I can't throw you a ball or a stick or anything right now. Nala's panting a lot because of how hot it is in the house. So I'm probably going to point our big box fan on her tonight so she can stay cool, because she's got a thick coat. I'm thinking about giving her a bath and grooming her tomorrow as well, because she is stinky, let me tell you. Toilet papers and Lysol wipes. Dude, any Lysol product in general is just impossible to find right now. Like, where I work, our cleaning staff is having a terrible time cleaning because they're like, we don't have anything to clean with. How are we supposed to clean? So they're literally having to like dilute bleach with some water and clean with that. She puts the PU in puppy. She sure does. I don't know how to describe the smell. It's really weird. Let me see if I can get a good whiff real quick. No? Come here. She doesn't smell so bad right now, but I might just be used to it. It's not musky. It's just I haven't given her a bath in like 2 months. Because honestly, giving her a bath is a big headache because of just how hairy she is. Like, I have to groom her beforehand, bathe her, and groom her afterwards, and then unclog the drain that's full of her hair. Not to mention she's huge, and our bathtub has a giant, like, glass screen in the way, so it makes bathing her, like, I have to get into the bathtub, close the screen with her in there, and then, like, scrub her so she can't jump out. And she's, like, always, and she plays with the water, so she, like, almost knocks me down. Because she loves splashing water around. Because she's a cutie, but still weird. She probably smells like pumpkin's drool. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Nala's got a really stinky smell. Ain't that right, Nala? Say, I'm stinky. But from her breed, they say, like, less bathing is better and more grooming. So I was thinking of, like, maybe bathing once a month or once every other month, and then just grooming, like, maybe once every other week. And if I have to, once every week. But I don't know. We'll see. It's something I'll have to, like, play around with. She's still a puppy, so I don't really know how often to do all this stuff yet. Nala, stop barking. There's some kids playing outside. I get it. Pumpkin smelled bad after our play date. She got a bath recently, though. Gotcha. Can I not get to these other places yet? Nah, not yet. I gotta maneuver these chandeliers around. Who needs a foyer this big with this many chandeliers around the room? That just seems like impractical, right? Like, let me go back and look at that. I never really thought about it as a kid, but now that I know a bit more about, like, interior design, this just seems a little weird to have these sporadically placed chandeliers everywhere at completely different heights, too. It's very just Zelda puzzly. Me? Okay, Elsa. It's kind of oddly empty, too. I know, it's such a big, empty room with way too many chandeliers. You wouldn't see it anywhere but a video game. Oh, I gotta bump him with the shield. No? Hey, shield bump, kid. Okay, well... Can I not bump ya? What do I gotta do? I gotta bump him in Helm Split, I think, right? Come on. Helm Splitter, there we go. That's what I needed. Even with all those chandeliers, it's still kind of empty space. I know. The floor space is empty, and there's just a lot of, like, central space. It's just, I don't know. Honestly, it's just kind of... Feels like they didn't really fill the room up like enough, like you're saying. I agree. Ooh, I'm spoiled. I killed him. Nice. Alright, this is some oil, so let me fill up my lantern while I'm here. Sweet. And then I can swap it back to whatever I had, I guess. What did I have? Oh, well, let's put boomerang. Oh wait, I need the lantern because it's a lantern puzzle, dude. Ooh, chicken broth for the lamp. Yeah, I don't know why the oil in this game is like clear. Yet the soup is black. Why is that? Who makes like oil-looking soup, but soupy-looking oil? Alright, I gotta blow out one of those torches, but I wasn't paying attention to which one. Wait, I gotta blow out that one. Yeah, that's right. I need a boomerang. There we go. Right? Yep. How come in the cutscene, whenever like Hyrule was getting taken over by Zant, we didn't see any knights in this kind of armor? Like that, like whoever's wearing that's a fucking Chad. They are not going to be taken out lightly. Let me tell you. No wonder why everything is dark in Twilight Princess. What? Because they have lantern puzzles to get through their castles. Like, this is legit just Hyrule Castle. And imagine just, like, anytime you need to get up to the princess, you're like, oh, I gotta do that lantern puzzle again. Why'd the king have to add this? The king and his whimsy. It didn't post my other comment. Turns out they've been drinking the lantern oil all along and used ramen broth to light their hallways. The ramen broth is just really high in concentration for olive oil. That's what it is. Drinking lantern oil. That just it doesn't sound healthy in the slightest. Oh boy. Slurp. Nala's taking a nap under Karina's desk. Man, it's getting hot. They have like earrings in the ear holes up for the skulls. I just noticed that. Like where the ears would connect to. Looks weird. Oh, you're kidding me. There we go. And stab. Ching. There we go. So I don't know. I feel like some of the dungeons in this game have some neat music and all, but like they could have cooler music. This music's very like ambient and quiet. I guess it kind of matches the plainness of the temple, but at that point just make the temple look a little cooler. I don't know. Minish Cap made Dark Hollow Castle look a lot cooler than Hyrule Castle, so I don't see why they couldn't have done something similar in this game, honestly. I'm trying to see what that design is. Is that supposed to be like a flower or a dress? Or I see flowers on the sides. I'm guessing it's just plants. I kind of enjoyed the body explosions after you kill them. Yeah, I know. I think the sound effects and a lot of the visuals in this game are pretty neat. So it can be pretty satisfying to kill enemies in this game. There better not be like a painting I have. Wait. Okay, never mind. If I have to like shoot down a painting or something, I'm gonna be mad. Because it doesn't look like there's anything in here otherwise. Nala's throwing a fit. She wants to leave the room, or she wants to play. Nala's still a puppy, so she just gets like frustrated that she can't play all day, every day. And I'm just like, I can't play with you 24 hours a day. Your body can't take it. Why do you want it so bad? It's just like cry like, I want to play. Well, she's like dying of not being able to breathe because she's been playing for 3 straight hours. I can't wait for her to like kind of start declining in energy a little bit. Just not too much, but just enough to where I'm not like having to deal with a silly, always energetic dog. I know some dogs though that like never really lose their energy. Like Karina's mom's dog Bubbles is like 15 years old. And she's still completely full of energy. It's crazy. Do I have to do this in a certain order? Or do I just have to do it fast? Because I thought I did it fast enough, but I guess not. What? Oh, they go out in a certain order. So this one went out first, so I have to do that one last? I think they have different lengths of time in which they stay lit, so I have to go this way? No? I swear, it's like the trick candles on your birthday cake. Like the lengths of time are just ridiculous and random. What? I think you have to do them in a certain order to get them all to stay lit. These corner ones seem to stay lit a lot longer. I think I gotta do something like this then. Wait, did that just instantly get... It is in order then. Because this one just instantly went out when I lit it. Okay, so it is in order. It's not a matter of timing. Yeah, because now they're all staying up. Okay. I thought it was like you had to analyze which one goes out in how many seconds and all that. I think that would have been a cooler puzzle than just do a certain order. Would have made me have to think a bit more than just, oh, this one made all of them go out, so I can't do that one next. I gotta try something else. Trial and error. While doing math would have made, and pulling out a stopwatch or something would have been cooler. I'm already almost out of lantern oil. Like, how? What, like, he died? Just like that? I didn't press that button, game. What? I pressed the shield button, and it linked to a jump attack. That's the second time that's happened to me now. That's weird. Do you not get Uku for this dungeon? Doesn't look like it, does it? So where does this take me exactly? Oh, up. Ooh, spooky. I need the claw shot for this guy. What? That was a really quick roll, Link. Okay. Oh, okay. No? What if I, like, do that? Okay. Guess he's dead. Why is this room so foggy? What's going on? It's just really weird. Like, I understand it's raining, but I've never seen, like, that much fog indoors during a storm. So that requires a key. I apparently can't do anything with that until I cross that bridge or something, and that's locked, so nothing I can really do there. 997 rupees. Oh. Why did my controller vibrate? Oh. I have to change into wolf because there's invisible mice attacking me. Oh, these guys tell me the right way to go. I forgot about this. So there's like a certain path you have to take or else the blocks will fall, I think. I'm glad the rats were kind of a warning. Now what? Do I just like go this way? No. You feeling sick, Karina? Are the chemicals getting to you? Aw, the poor baby. The animation never gets old, in my opinion. Ooh. I have to claw shot my way. I think this is just... Isn't this just the way up to Ganon's, like, boss room? Oh, whoops. Well then. I think it is, though. Which, I don't have the boss key yet, I don't think, so... Why is it that falling to my doom here? Go back to Arbiter's Ground? Why? Why would I go back to a previous dungeon? I don't understand. Time for the Beyblade! Oh, you punk. Oh, at least it didn't fall in the hole. The second time you pull up a chandelier, you get a stamp. Is it the, Is it the what-face Midna stamp? Is that why you're bringing it up? It is the boss, sir. I was right. Okay. I don't have the boss key yet. Midna surprised. But is it the what-face Midna stamp? Priorities. I need to Google Midna surprised and see if it looks like a Midna what-face. Because I might be willing to make an exception if it looks close enough. I'm trying to do the shield attack. Why is it that sometimes whenever I do the shield attack button, Link does a jump attack? I don't understand. Link. Oh, his helmet's off now. What's the point of the helm splitter then? It's not quite the same, but it's kind of goofy still. Ooh, he got me. Duel time. Look at Facebook chat. Okay. Let's take a look-see. Well, I have to actually click the link to see it. Cool. Thank you, Miiverse. And now it's opening up my browser. Cool. Not quite a what face, but close. I honestly think I prefer Surprise Zelda. Or Surprise Link. Like one of these. Here, let me see. There we go. Surprise Zelda, Link, and Midna. Anyhow, let me close that. Get rid of that. There we go. I think Zelda is the best. I don't have a key for this door. If I remember correctly, behind this door is just like a bunch of really highly priced rupees. So like orange rupees or something. I figured this was the right way to go, which means it's the wrong way to go. Are we going to have a fish of the day? I think Karina had the puffer fish, because she put that in the community Discord. I'm not sure if that's the fish of the day, though. Is that the fish of the day, Karina? Because she just kind of posted it without saying anything. All the way back up here? What? Why? That was last time? Well, then why'd you post it today? Why didn't you post the fish of the day? What I need, Karina, I'm going to make a whole new Discord channel for our Discord group there. And it's just going to be called Fish of the Day, and you're going to have the only permission to post pictures in it. And you post the picture of the fish of the day in it every day. That's your job. You will be relieved of your duties after the 24-hour fishing stream. You will be retired. How about that? Sound good? Goby fish. The goby fish is the fish of the day? Sounds nice. Now, what does a goby fish look like? It's getting warm in here. I really hope my computer doesn't like overheat from the lack of air conditioning. My computer just turns off out of nowhere in the middle of the stream. I don't have a liquid cooled computer, so. Facebook chat? Ugh, Karina. Stop making me have to stop the dungeon. Apparently this is a goby fish, everyone. Fish of the day. Very handsome boy. Why is it sending twice? I don't know. Did you try turning it off and back on again? Ooh, button. Ooh, chandelier. New that channel in Discord, fish of the day. Or are you saying do that? New chat channel in Discord. Okay, I can't read. Is it above me? Is this the one that came down just now? Oh, I think it's this one that came down. Because now I can like grab that from down below, right? And like grapple my way back up to this spot here. Like it's like a shortcut that I just unlocked, I think. Right? Yeah, I just unlocked a shortcut to that spot. Okay. So if I want to quickly get from outside to the boss door, I can by just taking the shortcut. Who designed this? Lore-wise is my question. Who in the lore designed this castle? Did the king want the castle this way? Because it's dumb. Can I like grapple this thing here? I can. Is there supposed to be a chest here? What if I blow out the torches? Oh my goodness, I always press R instead of ZR. They probably throw events in there. What in the fish of the day, chat? So I need to get up there somehow. The only way to get there, though, I think, is the door. Maybe. That was locked before? If you guys remember. Ugh. No, the foyer. Oh, the foyer. Okay. I thought they throw events in here. I mean, I guess, but there's like nowhere to sit. You'd have to set up chairs. Also, who designed the staircase that leads to nothing there? Was that an execution platform? That's what it looks like. Not to mention, these are candles up on the chandeliers. That means somebody has to come up here and replace these, like, daily. This room isn't a room. It's just an abomination is what it is. It's... I don't know. This room is just a little silly, if you ask me. Wait a minute. I can go here, and it takes me outside, right? Yes. Okay. Because I need to go over here and check out Link Zelda. What the fuck? Zelda. Oh. I like to imagine like the king, Zelda's dad from the CDI games, like Link, doing those weird poses he does, and him trying to explain why my boy trying to explain why everything's so stupid looking. It's just the room that leads to the doors to the other rooms. My question is, how are you supposed to get around the castle? Because the only way to get around is taking the chandeliers up to these balconies or banisters or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know. To these doors. There's like no way to get up to those doors though, unless you like climb the walls outside or like I'm doing, grapple my way up there. So really, there's in Hyrule Castle, you walk through the big ass front door into a giant room. And then you can't get around. That's literally how the main entrance is like. It's set up really stupid. It's the door hub. It is the door hub. But you can't reach the other doors in there without a grappling hook. So what kind of door hub is that? I don't think everyone in Hyrule just has their own set of ancient sky people tech claw shots to get around Hyrule Castle's chandelier system. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh boy. The design of this temple is making me mad. It makes no sense. Okay, I got the boss key so I can fight Ganon now. Fuck it. Maybe the king liked moving around by hooks. It's possible. Like I said, the CDI Zelda games king talking to Link going, my boy, and just acting like a dumbass. And Link's like, golly, king, why'd you design the castle like this? I don't know. It's fun. Because that's how Link speaks in that game. Golly! The royal Hyrulean bloodline are secretly monkeys. Or they just hire monkeys from Faron Woods to like come and take them around the entire place and carry them around the castle. I don't know. Makes no sense, man. Woo! I don't know where that last key is, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I can just fight the boss now. I'll get to it another time. There we go. Final boss of the game. Woo! Alright. I found a map for this dungeon. I don't think I found a compass, did I? Hey, Albie, how you doing? Karina's at work right now, so it's just me to finish off this game, this stream. I started a little late, so I didn't end up getting as far as I thought I would today, but oh well. I'm about to fight Ganon. I'm excited. I just picture them like the fat people in Wall-E and monkeys gradually struggling to carry them. I mean, the king in like Zelda CDI games is a very big man, so you're not far off, honestly, if he was getting carried around by a bunch of monkeys. Welcome to my castle. So you're Ganondorf. I love how he has a sword of the sages. So it's like glowing white. I've been dying to meet you. Ganondorf looks sick in this game. Yeah, I guess so. He's not my number one Ganon, but I think he looks pretty cool. I like the way that Smash Ultimate did the OOT Ganon's look. That's my favorite Ganon. But if we're talking about just vanilla Ganons, I think that he's pretty up there. This Twilight Princess one. I'm just talking from visual design. Yeah, I suppose. He's definitely he definitely looks pretty menacing, I would say. More menacing than most. Most of the other ones look a little like comic, childish, but I mean this whole game is supposed to look a bit more like gruff and realistic in a sense. That's more of like the design that they went for. Yes, not like Breath of the Wild. I wasn't a big fan of Calamity Ganon's design, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. Your people have long amused me, even to defy the gods with such petty magic, only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the void and awakened me. I drew deep of it and grew strong again. Your people had some skill, to be sure, but they lacked true power. His armor definitely looks pretty cool, though. I think his hairstyle's a little weird, though, personally. But, I mean, that's really the only critique I have of this Ganon is his weird, like, little, like, curlers in his hair. The kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. You like the curlies? I mean, they're not bad. I mean, it's just from the front, you don't really see the curlers, and I don't think he looks that bad from the front, but anytime I see the curlers, I kind of chuckle. Even Zelda looks OG. I mean, she kind of has the same outfit as the Zelda from Ocarina of Time. Imagine me with Ganondorf hairstyle. That'd be pretty funny, Kyle. He who wields such power would make a suitable king for this world, don't you think? Crown and everything. But if you're one of those wielders of power as you claim, I will risk everything to deny you. Shadow has been moved by light, it seems. How amusing. I don't think the crown looks that bad from the front, honestly, because it has like the little like spikes going around. It almost looks like a halo or a crown of thorns or something like that. I don't know. It's an interesting design. Very well. Deny me then. Yes, try to deny me, you and your little friends. What I don't understand is Zelda literally gives up her life to save Midna, yet somehow is back, but unconscious in human form, in her dress, even though she wasn't in the dress when she gave up her life. She was in the black cloak. Do they even really explain why Zelda's back? Or is it just kind of like a plot hole and they're just like, they don't need to know, it's fine. That's a plot hole? It kind of is, isn't it? I don't think they explained once that how Zelda comes back. Both of you faithless fools who would dare to take up arms against the King of Light and Shadow. Because like her literal physical existence just diminishes into like particles of light when she gives up her life force for Midna. So you choose, and so you shall feel my wrath. Alright, time to fight Puppet Zelda. Ganon's puppet, Zelda. Zelda, kiss me, Link. Not with that face. Those weird black lines going through her face, I wouldn't be able to do that. Link's like, nope. I'm gonna play tennis. Good old Zelda tennis. Come on. Tennis. Oh, too late. Just like OOT, I know, right? I mean, there are a lot of Zelda games that do the tennis format for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think OOT invented it, but man. Yeah, because it was back in A Link to the Past. So... honestly, like, Zelda games are good about like, keeping tropes. Breath of the Wild kind of tried to break a lot of those molds, though, so I can respect it for that, but there are also some things I don't like that Breath of the Wild brought to the table, but we'll get to that when I get to that game. Can you do the tennis already, please? No, I said tennis! Please. I can't do anything to you until we do tennis. There we go. Tennis time. There we go. Finally. Is that it? Oh, okay. Japanese game designers fancy it, I guess. What, continuing tropes? I guess so. Nintendo just likes making things a little formulaic for series, just to make sure that fans of a certain series can get what they're looking for out of that series. Like, if you're going to play a Donkey Kong game, you know what you're getting into, or a Metroid game. You know what you're signing up for, I guess, is kind of their mindset behind it. That's just Nintendo. I guess you could say Square Enix does a lot of the same stuff as well, where a lot of their games tend to have a lot of similar mechanics. Ugh, dang it, so close. Do I have a fairy? I do, cool. I'll be fine. Plus there's hearts in here, I think, anyway. Yeah, this game just poops hearts at you. Just everywhere. So, unlike Minish Cap, where they give you next to none, so... this game gives you way too many. I think that's why I struggled so much with Minish Cap, because I'm used to games like Twilight Princess from my childhood, where they give you just way too many hearts. And, like, there's no challenge at that point, you know? At least Minish Cap, there was a challenge. In this game, it's just a matter of, like, how much time do I feel like spending on this boss. All the hearts from Minish Cap went to this game. I know, right? Twilight Princess, especially out of the games I've played, has had a lot more hearts dished out to you than just about any of the others. The more I think about it. Good old Zelda tennis. At least Zelda tennis in this game feels like it's a bit more polished than OOT. The timing in OOT feels weird to me for some reason. I was messing up a lot when I was fighting Ganon in that one. Oh, now I gotta fight Beast Ganon where he keeps chanting that weird noise. Oh, 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 oh. This is probably my least favorite part of the end game here, is fighting this stupid pig. I like the showdown with Ganon at the... And then I have to chase him down on a horse, too, while Zelda shoots light arrows at him. I forgot about that part. Ugh. I don't look forward to that. So there's 4 phases to this fight? Puppet Zelda. Beast Ganon. Ganon on horseback, and then Ganon duel. It's ridiculous. I don't mind the drum beat for this, though. It sounds pretty cool. All the heart... Oh, I already read that. I like how he still has the crown. That's pretty neat. So I have to fight him... I always fought him in this phase as Wolf. Because you have more movement speed, and you can, like, latch onto his stomach, I think. I think this is meant to be, like, beast on beast in this part of the fight, but I'm not quite sure. It's over again, Zelda. I have my goth girlfriend. My new goth girlfriend. Oh, there he comes. There we go. Yeah, you have to be a dog for this, because otherwise you can't grab the stomach, or grab his head like that. Okay. Whoa. He's not making the noise like he does in the original. He normally goes while he's running around. It's really obnoxious. At least that's the way I remember it. I guess they took it out because it was just kind of dumb. It was a really annoying sound. Now it just kind of sounds empty without him making any noises, though. Like, it's just music. And, like, footsteps. It's kind of an awkward boss fight right now. Oh. Oh, his chest is dripping. Ew. Okay, well, I wasn't quite ready for that. Where'd the boy go? Oh, there he is. Oh, no! Okay, I'm good. Alright, back up, and then he'll run at me. And then... Here we go. Let's catch him. Wow. They really got rid of the sound file. I kind of want to look it up so I can show you guys what that sound is, because it's really weird and obnoxious. And now, without it, I'm kind of missing it, because this is just kind of an awkward silence. Like, I'm fighting the boss right now, just not moving most of the time. Come on. This HD port's a little odd at times, I gotta be honest. They made some strange changes. Wow, how many times do I gotta do this? Oh. Oh. Ah. I let go of A. Whoops. What a waste of time. Dude. I don't know why this music's Not very fitting, if you ask me. Are we done yet? How many times do I have to kick your ass? Come on. Please. Alright, please let this be the last one. I've done this enough to know the puzzle. Like, there's no real reason for me to keep having to do this an umpteenth time. There we go. Let's move on to the shitty bow part, where I don't fire the bow. Zelda does. And if she misses, it's somehow my fault. And then I get in trouble and she yells at me. Alright. Whoa. Yellow and black smoke. You okay there, Midna? Is your soul getting absorbed into Zelda so that she can come back to life? How did Ganon get Zelda's body, though? I still don't understand that. Zelda's body literally, like, dematerialized. Say nothing, Midna. And how is Midna not sick right now after giving her life force back to Zelda? Your heart and mind were as one, however briefly. Such suffering you have endured. That quivering lip of Midna. That Ganon face is weird. Alright, Midna, go Super Saiyan. Spooky Ganondorf. Whoa, why do you care, Link? She's putting on the masks that she put on earlier. Oh no. Honestly, she might have said something like, I don't want to ever do that again. I've forgotten. Maybe she loses control. Music make you lose control. What? Was, What? You're just unscathed after that? You have her hat? Well, Midna's dead. Feels bad, man. Literally the whole castle explodes, and you're just like, no big deal. Got your girlfriend's hat, by the way. You have her hat? Are you almost done? Yeah, this is the final fight, Karina. I'm at Ganon. My hat! Nods at you. You know what to do. Spirits of the light, wielders of the great power that shines far and wide upon the lands of our world. You monster! My goth girlfriend's hat! Grant me the light to banish evil. I'm still not even done with the cyanides. It's a shame, Karina. It's a darn shame. I bought that for her at Hot Topic. It wasn't even on sale. Do you know how expensive that shit is? Cobb. Chosen hero. Lend us the last of your power. Corn, cob. This gray screen looks weird. It's a very strange color for a transition. Cobb, chosen hero of corn. I'll try to slow Ganondorf with my light arrows. You target him and keep him within range of my arrows. Well, I'll try. Okay, well. Does he have a ghost spirit? Shoot the arrow! Come on. Do it. Girl! Learn to aim better, kid. Who taught you archery? Is she riding side saddle? I can't tell. No, she's not. Okay. Because I've learned recently that princesses and queens are supposed to ride side saddle. Technically. And I was like, I wonder if she's doing that. That'd be pretty funny if she was. Oh my goodness. Please. Shoot the kid, please. Oh my goodness. Ganondorf, stop bobbing and weaving. There you go. Now then, slice him up. Was that it? Okay. Ganon. Ganny Fanny, I don't want you to be doing this. Get over here so I can slice you a bit. Come on. No, Zelda, aim right. Please. At Zelda. I can only get so close before he just makes a hard turn, Zelda. You gotta help me out here. Okay, well. You know, Zelda, you could give me the light arrows. Unless wisdom is the only one that can use it or some dumb crap like that. Because that's just not true. Courage has wielded the light arrows many times. Please, Ganon! I'm trying to turn around and chase you, but you keep making like 180-degree turns. On like a dime. Your horse is just better. Epona, you suck. I need to exchange you. I need to return. Do I need my receipt? Ganon. He phased through my horse? Nathan, come here, Ganon, so I can slice you a bit. 2020. That's me. Okay. This is getting a little stupid. He's supposed to be running and letting me, like, run behind him so that I can fire arrows at him. And these minions he spawns are supposed to be the ones that get in the way, not him turning every 3 seconds. Like, he's not supposed to be spiraling around me like this. Please. Ganon. I just want to cut you. Like, just one more time. Zelda, please. I beseech thee, Zelda. Oh my word. I'm gonna die to light arrow section for Ganon. Oh my... Please. Wait, I'm not on the horse? What do you mean I'm not on the horse? Epona. Let me get him. I can't take it anymore. How is it that when his horse hits me, it knocks me off my horse, but when my horse hits him, nothing? His horse is just a tank. Villain perks. Okay, you just kind of went whatever direction you wanted to that time. Before, they were all going, like, all one direction over to the left. And now they're all... Ooh. Okay. I'm actually going to lose my fairy. Please. Ganon, you can't keep spiraling around me. You will see the size of Ganon's horse in Breath of the Wild. Does he have a big-ass horse or something? Alright, Zelda, please. Shoot that boy. There we go. Let me cut him. Get him. You. Aim. Please. There we... She somehow got that one. Nope. Nope. Hit him. Hit him. Please. He's just... Oh, dang it. Come on, opponent. Turn around. There we go. Get him. That's it. Come on. Finally. I've seen Zelda or Breath of the Wild speedruns, but I don't really remember the final like fight that well, honestly. I hardly paid much attention to it. I think you have to like ride giant gusts of wind and like use your bow midair in slow motion to shoot certain parts of Ganon. But that's about all I remember, so. It sucks. I mean, the rest of the game is pretty good, though, from what people tell me, so. You can't really judge a game for its boss fights. I don't really like Majora's Mask's boss fights, yet I think the game's still a great game. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to the bosses in Majora's Mask. They're just kind of weird. And you can beat them in, like, 100 different ways because of just how freeform they are. Alright, Ganon. Look at the stick. Look at the stick. Aw. Do you want the fishing rod? Do you want the fishing rod? Look at the fishing rod. Come. Oh. Fishing rod. Look. Get it. Look. Oh, you. Oh, look. Sparkly hook. You didn't know about that Easter egg, Kyle? Look at the fishing rod, bud. It distracts him. You modded the game before starting the stream. Nope. This isn't the GameCube release of the game. You can get the GameCube 1.0 release. And it will have the same thing. Ganon is a fish. Oh. Basically, just about every 3D Zelda game, Ganon has like a little Easter egg to him. In Ocarina of Time, when you're playing tennis with Ganon, you can hit the tennis thing back with a bottle. In this game, you can distract Ganon with the fishing rods. He's the Hylian Loach all along. It makes the boss fight just not even a challenge. Alright, wait, I think I have a chance to kill him now. I think I've done enough damage, so after I do this real quick, I'll try to take that chance. Charge me. Come on, you can do it. That's not what I wanted. Come on, charge. Mash A. Oh, is that all that is? This was not what I expected for the fight at all. We were looking for the fish in all the wrong places. Look at the fishing rod. It's great. I love it. And I win. I beat Ganon with a fishing pole. I don't know why Ganon's mouth opened that way with his squarish teeth showing. Really reminded me of like One Piece. I didn't know that was a funny way to beat Ganon. I know this game pretty well. This is the Zelda game I put the most hours in, so I know a lot of little funny things like this. There's a glitch you can do if you teleport while like opening a treasure chest in the Wii version of this game, and it allows you to like walk out of bounds because it basically unloads the loading zones because it thinks you left the area, and you can like go out of bounds and explore content that you normally wouldn't be able to see, as well as like open doors and then like fall into the endless abyss. There's no kill plane under the game, so you just fall endlessly. You have to restart your console. It's great. Do not think this ends here. The history of light and shadow will be written in blood. I think he just dies standing up, if I remember correctly. Hey, it's Zant. Oh yeah, Zant popped like a balloon. Oh. So there's a YouTube video that came out recently that I watched, like a Zelda fan theory, and they were explaining why the Zant cracking his neck is what kills Ganon, and there's like a whole, they go into a lot of detail about it, and I don't know. I find it funny that specific, like, I saw that in my recommendations, yeah. I find it funny that people like build a theory around something as minor as that. I don't know, I thought it was more metaphorical than literal. Yeah, I know, me too. Because Zant's dead, and he was expecting Ganon to resurrect him, so the way I always thought of it was Ganon lost, so he no longer had Zant's approval, so with Zant's, like... So Zant's, like, spirit, in a sense, basically did that to... I don't know. Why does it need to be explained? I don't know, you just take it as you will. It's a story. Stories are art. You don't really have to, like, theorize, like, the exact meaning of every little detail. But, I mean, they do have a literature study. Like, I remember studying something about a story about an albatross a lot in school, as well as the Frankenstein. Lots of things like that. So I guess you could consider it similar to that. Haunting back from the grave, it seemed obvious and straightforward. Yeah, I know, but a lot of people try to find theories that need to be super roundabout, and I don't know. They can think what they want. Here's the real goth girlfriend. I don't know. I think Midna's pretty, sure, but I don't know. I think she's got a bit more charm in her actual imp form, you know? Ow. Am I so beautiful that you've no words left? She's got that coral blue number. Coral blue lipstick. A credits. Eiji Aonuma. Script. 2 people wrote the script? That's it? Level planning. What a game. So what's next? Oh, did you beat it? Yeah, I just beat it, Austin. Next is probably going to be Four Sword Adventures. Well, it's definitely going to be Four Sword Adventures. So, Four Sword Adventures is the next thing on the timeline, because I went Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and now it's Four Sword Adventures, and then that's the last game of the child timeline. And then I don't know what timeline I'm going to do next. I have Adult and Fallen Hero that I can do, so I just tuned in, missed the notification. No problem. You missed me beating Ganon with a fishing pole. So... Because you can do that in this game. Been playing this dumb shark game. That shark app that you played back at the shop. You still have that thing? No, not that one? Okay. Oh, you mean the new shark game that came out. Okay, the one that's kind of like the Jaws game for PS2. But, like, more modern. I remember seeing Donkey play that, and I was like, wow, this is just Jaws, the video game. Man-Eater, that's what it's called. It's pretty fun. It's self-aware, too. Well, that's always good. A game that's very self-aware that they're re-releasing soon is Destroy All Humans for the PS4. They were re-releasing it. It originally came out on the PS2. I recently bought it for the PS2, and the game it didn't really age all that well in my opinion. I think they might clean it up with the PS4 version, hopefully, because it's a little scuffed. You didn't like it when you played it? Yeah. I didn't like it when I revisited it. But I liked it a lot as a kid, mostly because it's just mindless bullshit, like screwing around in GTA or something rather than doing the story. Hopefully they'll polish it, I agree. It's also about a period in American history where I don't care much for, because I think it's like the 70s, around Roswell, right? So... I don't really care about all that, but I guess for people who, grew up in the 70s, it kind of takes them back. I'm not that old. I still don't understand that bridge. Those support beams are there for a reason. You can't just knock out all the support beams for a bridge and expect it to stay up. It makes no sense. It's just ridiculous. I would like to see a Pepsi Man remake. Honestly, Pepsi Man has had a huge resurgence in popularity, as well as like Sony even recognizing Pepsi Man's like existence not in like a remake format, but like in just posts on Twitter, or even like just they'll have little Easter eggs about him in modern games. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they remade Pepsi Man. Because the guy who is in the videos, the cutscenes for Pepsi Man, he's still around. And honestly, I think he'd be willing to to redo the cutscenes and everything if they did do a remake. I think that'd be awesome. But Nathan, it's a rock. It's this weird enigma. The music of that game is iconic, I know. I mean, the entire time, isn't it just Pepsi Man? For the most part. Pepsi Man is a weird enigma. He really is. Honestly, a lot of video games that were like based upon marketing back then were really odd. Like, do you remember Spot for 7-Up? They made a video game about him. Like, what? And then there's like what's his name? Something the cheetah for like for Cheetos. Chester the cheetah. Oh yeah, the 7-Up mascot that failed. I know Spot existed in the 90s and then died off soon after. I enjoyed Captain Tsubasa in PS1. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't necessarily know what that is. Most people don't even know about Spot. Most people don't. He's kind of just a very vague character. I'm surprised they're making a new Bubsy game for the PS4. Who is deciding to fund Bubsy? What a waste of money. Soccer? Oh, Tsubasa's the soccer thing. Oh. I recently saw like a remake. Or not a remake. I think it's just a sequel for like the Switch or something for Tsubasa. Japanese soccer. It's a bit more than Japanese soccer. Like these dudes are literally like doing some crazy ass anime shit with soccer. Yeah, they're doing a new sequel to Bubsy for the PS4. It's already out? Really? Not. It's crazy. I guess this is farewell, huh? Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know. But never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. Thanks, Zelda. Really heartfelt. I know now the reason the goddesses left the Mirror of Twilight in this world. They left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that is what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind and your heart is true. If all in Hyrule are like you, then maybe you'll do all right. Food. What is exactly the lore of the Twilight Realm in the mirror? Well, I mean, we saw it earlier in the game. You might not have seen all the cutscene, I guess is what it is. Is that Nega Zelda? No, that's Midna. Midna, the little imp girl, you know? She, this is her in her actual form. She was cursed to be an imp. Yeah, Link's goth girlfriends, you know? Gothelda. Thank you. Well, the princess spoke truly. As long as the mirror's around, we could meet again. Interesting. She's crying light. See you later. Was she gonna say I love you? Here's heresy. She cracked the mirror with her light tear? My mirror, you bitch. Yeah, the sages didn't leave you the mirror. They left us light people the mirror, bitch. Why are you breaking it? Something I've always wondered is why the Twilight never showed up in the past and never show up after this. Like, yeah, the mirror's shattered, but, like, it's another realm that's connected to this one, so I just find it weird that you go to, like... I guess in general in Zelda games, it's weird that you never... You never really return to a dimension you've been to before. It's always just a one-off. For some reason, I feel like this is the equivalent of your ex keying your car. She sees you with your new bitch, keys your car, and leaves. Your new bitch. OG, you'd stick with that basic hoe Hyrule princess? Well, you ain't getting none of this Twilight pussy. That's going too far. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it going, but it's just stupid. I don't know why this specific like pan is giving me like Shadow of the Colossus vibes with like the birds like kind of going around and the nature. Because, like, the credits for Shadow of the Colossus kind of do that. I'd make an equally bad joke, but I'll keep it to myself. It's the lack of humans. Yeah, but not as cool. Yeah, not as cool. Because you're not seeing giant titans just, like, dead and buried in sand around the map as it's panning over nature in between each of those shots. So it's less epic. As you see what you wrought. That's it's true. I mean, honestly, he didn't do a bad thing. Because he may have summoned Dorman, but he did also kind of defeat Dorman, in a sense, by sealing Dorman in himself. I wonder what happens, though, like, if once he grows up and then dies. Does Dorman just get released? Is it like the Nine Tails in Naruto? If Naruto, like, is about to pass away and the seal weakens, the Nine Tails erupts out of Naruto. So would the same happen with Dorman? Sorry, I'm talking about a completely different game. And anime, Albie. Nothing Zelda related at all. I mean, he released an actual god that wanted to kill humanity. It's true. But he also sealed it away in a way that didn't leave Titans roaming the earth. Or Colossi, I should say. Sanda Heartland Ranch. Yeah, but he didn't do that by choice. Shaman Man did. If Shaman Man had the ability to do that in the first place, why didn't he just do that? Satoru Iwata. He's dead. Feels bad, man. Is it just going to sit on this final screen here? Or do I need to wait? Okay. RIP. Yeah, rest in peace. What? Another set of credits? Tantalus. What does that mean? Didn't want to go there, I guess, and it wasn't needed when Dorman was split into 16. I guess. This music has given me, like, Forest Temple vibes from Skyward Sword. I'm lost what you guys are chattering about, and I played the game. Did you not pay attention to the story when you played Shadow of the Colossus, Kyle? I mean, they don't really give you much about the story other than, like, 3 cutscenes in the whole game, so I can understand. Austin and I just really like Shadow of the Colossus, so we're kind of nerds. We always draw comparisons to Shadow of the Colossus whenever available. True, he kind of grew up playing it. I did, but, like, I don't know what you guys are getting at. We're talking about Dorman getting sealed into the main character's body, and how the shaman sealed Dorman in him. If he was able to do that in the first place, why didn't he? You know? Why did they separate Dorman into 16 pieces instead? It's just kind of... If that was the best thing that he could do, like, why didn't they just start with that? Just sacrifice a human. I mean, villages are all about that, right? Tribes. Because Dorman wasn't in a human body, probably. My guess was because the lands were forbidden. I mean, they were forbidden because Dorman and the Colossi were there, right? The end. No cool the end screen? Lame. Or in a position where Dorman wanted to take over a human body. So, I guess they thought no one dumb enough would go there. I don't know. It's... We're honestly, like, talking about something that we're never going to get the answer to. So, there's no real point in just, like, questioning it. I see it more as desperation, and this was the shaman's chance to bind him again. I guess the shaman was in a hurry to leave because he was getting chased by the demon of the land, Dorman. A lot of pseudo lore, yeah. Like, people are finding cutscenes that were in the original games, like, not the original games files, but like a, what do you call it? A demo copy that has cutscenes that weren't in the actual game of, like, just circles of random designs, and they're building theories on stuff like that, so... The lore is a little convoluted. Still want to play Eco and The Last Guardian. I have Eco. I don't have The Last Guardian, though. Eco's honestly a pretty interesting game. Like, I think it's pretty neat. Although it controls a little like ass, but that's just because it's a PS2 game that's a 3D platformer made by the company that made Shadow of the Colossus. So it feels like you're constantly fighting a Colossus when you're just climbing up, you know, a structure. I understand the difficulty of climbing a living creature, but whenever you're struggling to climb something that's stagnant, it just seems a little silly. Controls like ass is a staple in PS1 games, if you ask me. Yeah, there's not a single PS1 game that I like the controls for. And I like a lot of PS1 games. So it's a shame. Anyhow, I still have a good while left until I really have to end the stream. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start trying to swap over the, whatever you call it. I'm going to start trying to swap over to Four Sword Adventures. So I'll be back in a minute. Hang tight. No, there's nothing wrong with the stream. I was just changing the game since I beat Twilight Princess. Let's see, what did I miss? The heck, I kind of want to see you guys make a me version of me. Oh, I could see Nala Cam. Okay, I didn't miss much. Alright. There we go. Oh, I gotta change the stream title. Four Swords Adventures. Four Swords Adventures. Four Swords Adventures. Update. There we go. Alright, does that look alright on stream? I think so. Hyrulean Adventure. It's so weird how they swap between Hylian and Hyrulean. I think Kyle like mentioned his opinion, like what it sounds like it probably is to him, but I still I don't know. I think they should just stick with Hylian. I think Hyrulean sounds strange. Adventures across Hyrule and free the realm with the mighty Four Sword. Sweet. Would you like to create a file for this game? Yeah. Something something, one's a continent, one's a kingdom. Yeah, something like that. Because this one doesn't take place just in the kingdom of Hyrule. This one's a lot larger. Like, you actually see a giant map of stuff, so I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, I need 4 Game Boys to play 4-player in this game, not to mention the actual connection stuff, or I can just play with a GameCube controller. I'm playing with the GameCube controller, believe it or not. Oh, I'm out of soda. Oh well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Hyrule, a wind sorcerer named Vati appeared. This was Minish Cap. Vati terrorized the people of Hyrule and kidnapped many beautiful girls from their homes. That was Four Swords. When all hope seemed lost, a young boy carrying little more than a sword appeared. According to the legends, when the boy drew his sword, he split into 4. The 4 who are one worked together to vanquish Vati. The hero used his sword to bind Vati in a remote area of Hyrule. The people christened the blade the Four Sword and built a shrine around it. There it remained undisturbed for many years. Ages flowed by. The wind sorcerer Vati broke free of his prison and kidnapped Zelda, the princess of Hyrule. Princess Zelda's childhood friend Link used the power of the Four Sword to defeat Vati and seal him away once again. And for a time, the people of Hyrule believed that their land was safe. Until... So pretty much this is just recapping the story of Four Swords, because I'm not playing that game. You can't play it with anything but having, like, connected Game Boys. And I don't feel like, for one thing, getting the tech to do that, but also finding a way to capture that with a capture card. Swiftly and suddenly, dark clouds covered all of Hyrule. Because I'd have to buy a special capture card for that. You can't just, like, capture that like you would a normal Game Boy game, which you can just do with a Game Boy player. Ominous clouds that filled all those who saw them with fear. A sense of dread swept across the land. Huh, it's even weirder than I remember, Nathan. Hylian is a specific race, so having it be an adjective for the adventure is weird. Huh. Link hurried to Hyrule Castle. It's weird. Hyrule Castle. Oh, Link, it's you. Thank goodness you came. You'd think the sprites would be cleaner in this. I feel like the sprites in Minish Cap looked cleaner than this. And this is on Game Boy. Not GameCube. No, this is GameCube. It's GameCube, but it's meant to be compressed down to a Game Boy screen, I guess. Why is it so fuzzy? I think it's a GameCube game meant to be played on Game Boys, like 4 of them. So because of that, they had to make the graphics compatible for both systems. I don't remember it being fuzzy, but maybe just how far you sit away from it. Did you change the 1080p? I changed it back to 480 so that the resolution would look fine. I guess it's just fuzzier than I remember. Like I said, I think it's because they're scaling it up from a tiny little Game Boy screen up to 480p. So it's probably like 144p or something on the Game Boy, if I had to guess. I don't know. It looks even worse on my monitor because my monitor is stretching. It's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. But on stream, I have it set to a proper aspect ratio so it'll look a little better. The 6 maidens who guard Hyrule are gathered here in the castle. The sky has become so dark and foreboding. I'm worried about the seal that binds the wind sorcerer Vati. Princess Zelda, come quickly. We must hurry. Come this way. So wait, they're afraid that a storm is going to weaken the seal because it would strengthen Vati's wind powers? These 6 maidens guard the portal to the Four-Sword Sanctuary to keep it safe. I thought Vati in Minish Cap originally only really got most of his power from the magic hat that his master made. So it doesn't really make much sense for him to be this powerful. Like Ganon Power Triforce powerful. When he was just a little apprentice in that game with a magic hat that made him powerful. That was taken away from him and taken to like the Minish realm or something like that, or the Sacred Realm. I don't know. These 6 maidens guard the portal to the Four-Sword Sanctuary to keep it safe. I'm going now to make sure Vati's seal remains strong. Now the Shrine Maidens and I must open the portal to the Four Swords resting place. Step back, Link. I do like the idea of multiple princesses, though. I'd like to know like what lands these princesses are from. Because they're not the princesses of Hyrule Castle. They're from like different nations. All neighboring Hyrule, which I'd like to know more about stuff like that. I think that'd be neat. I thought with Vati, the green dude made a hat that could grant wishes, and Vati wished to be a powerful sorcerer. He did, but he still had the hat on. And I thought that because we took the hat from him, he was no longer a powerful sorcerer. Because we defeated him, got the hat back, and then his master was like, oh yeah, you won't have to worry about him. 2 games later, he's still a fuckhead who's messing with us, you know? I'll take responsibility for my youngster here. I'll take my magic hat to another realm so he can't get it. Don't worry about him ever again. And then he screws with you in Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures. Assuming it's still the same timeline, I don't know it. Well, the thing is, Minish Cap and Four Swords is before the split timeline, so it technically is the same timeline. Because it splits at Ocarina of Time after both of those games. And then this is in the child timeline. So that means that Vati doesn't get unsealed after Four Swords in the other 2 timelines. But he does get unsealed in this one. It can't be. You're Link. It's Dark Link. Shadow Link? I don't know what they call him in this game. I love those sound effects that the Links make in this game. They scream a lot for some reason. But hearing like four screams of different pitches in unison just makes it that much better in my opinion. They do a lot of screaming, whether it's like happy, sad, or like energetic. Ah! Four Sword Sanctuary. Also, there isn't really a Four Sword Sanctuary in Minish Cap. You just kind of make the Four Sword out of the Picori Blade, and then you just kind of have it at the end of the game. The sword guards the seal on the Wind Sorcerer Vati. If you draw the sword, you must know what will happen. Oh yeah, you release Vati in this by pulling up the Four Sword to rescue the princess. That's what it was. I forgot. So pretty much Vati is like the darkness that's sealed inside of the thing that the sword is pressed into in Minish Cap. Because remember you pull out the sword or whatever? Or he breaks the sword off in that game. And then a bunch of darkness floods Hyrule or something like that. Gotta get up early. I'll try and stick around more tomorrow. No problem. Vati. I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, which I'm so happy about. I had to wake up at 7 this morning. You know, honestly, I'm not that tired, though, surprisingly. The more I read into Hylian versus Hyrulean, the more I realize the lack of examples, and it just seems like they're more or less interchangeable. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just like the devs of each game aren't always the same. So one dev made it Hyrulean, one dev made it Hylian, and they just never agreed, and it's just kind of like, you can use whichever you want. I'm guessing they just never really thought to make it one consistent thing. I personally think Hylian sounds better than Hyrulean, but some people think that Hylian's a race and a language, and Hyrulean is like any other descriptor, like you said, continent. The dog wants affection. She does want affection. She's a little attention whore. Outside of clear use of Hyrule Castle versus Hylian Castle. There is no Hylian Castle, you are right. Whereabouts of the wind? Level 1. Nala, what you doing? Nala, come here. Link, you must awaken, Link. Nala, how you doing? Such a good dog. Hoot hoot, at last. You're awake, Link. I am Kapora Gaybora. He looks weird in this game. Mine is the voice you've been hearing since you left the Four-Sword Sanctuary. I know you're worried about finding Vati, but you must not act rashly. Find the 6 Shrine Maidens and Princess Zelda. Oh, these aren't even princesses from around Hyrule. These are Shrine Maidens that are basically... They're maidens that were assigned to go to the Shrine of Vati to make sure that he stays sealed? What? That's what I mean. There's no Hylian Castle, only Hyrule. So it's it's a consistent example of the use Hyrule as a place. Okay. Find the 6 Shrine Maidens and Princess Zelda, and you will also find Vati. As for that Dark Shadow, let's call him Shadow Link. That one is up to no good. So there's Dark Link and Shadow Link, and they're 2 different types of Link. That's weird. Because it's Dark Link in OOT and Zelda 2, I believe. But in this game, it's Shadow Link. Your sword is weak, but you can restore its power by infusing it with Force Gems. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not rupees in this game. It's Force Gems. And to complete the level, you have to collect enough Force Gems to charge your blade. I need to stop trying to have lengthy convos with 10-second delay. No problem. I like talking about this stuff. I don't know why. It's just interesting to kind of wrap my head around this stuff. That's kind of the whole point of the series that I'm doing here with the Zelda games. I want to grasp all the like a lot of the little details about the games that kind of connect them that you wouldn't know unless you played through them all in the proper order. So going off on tangents is just kind of fun. I must fly, but we will meet again on the road ahead. Sweet. And you can just pick up your friends. Alright, later, boys. Oh, I love this game. It's great. Alright. Force Gems, boy. Yeah, big difference playing it all now versus getting slow dripped fed over the years. Yeah, definitely. Because I've played a lot of the Zelda games. A lot of them over the years. But you don't really get the consistency that you would get if you just, like, play it all in succession like I'm doing. In an order that Nintendo has deemed the correct timeline order. It kind of puts it in perspective when you do it that way. Oh man, we get to see the elemental haircuts again. We do get to see the elemental haircuts. I completely forgot about the elemental haircut gems. Are they the same in this game as Minish Cap? Because I didn't put that together when I played Minish Cap. It is? So I knew about the elemental haircuts before I even played Minish Cap, and I didn't even know it. Oh, that's right, I gotta change formation faster than this guy's kids. I've never seen you lads in these parts before. I'm spending my retirement teaching my grandkids all about formations. You may not believe me, but I'm a former castle guard, a professional adventurer. Formations are the key to working together and performing great deeds. If you're interested in learning more about it, go into my backyard. I don't know why, as a kid, I really liked the style of the pop-up Game Boy screen going back to, and then going back to like the GameCube screen. I always thought that was really neat. We'll get started once you're all standing in the field on the left. We'll do. Well, same shapes and colors. I don't remember if it's exactly one-to-one, like red is fire, purple earth. We'll see. Looks like you're ready to get started. I'm going to drill you boys in the art of formations. Wait and hold it. I guess I'd better explain how this works first. I'll yell out the name of a formation. You will press the L button or the Y button to form up. I don't even have to do that. I can use the C stick and instantly change. That's it. If you hear a formation name but don't know which it is, watch my grandkids. Alright, then here we go. Box. Oh. Good, next. Wide. Good, next. Long. Last one. Cross. That's enough. That's the end of the drill. I'll give you some force gems for all the hard work you've done. No matter where you go or what you do, remember your formations. Your safety is my #1 concern. This was the game that I learned of fabled haircuts from my friend. Old man tells 4 kids to meet him in his own backyard. I'm a little suspicious. I've already got 4 kids back there. Don't worry. You don't. I'm not a pedophile. I promise. Oh man. Not to mention 4 little boys, of course. I like how Green Link has the highest pitch voice, and then like purplish Pink Link has like the deepest voice. People debate what his color is. I think it's purple, but I can see it either way, honestly. Alright, box. Purple 100%, I agree, but a lot of people are like, nah, he's pink. You got a boomerang, press A. Stun enemies or retrieve distant items, no one should... Well, yeah. I know how to use items. This is one of the games, kind of like Minish Cap, where you have to roll with R instead of A, and the problem is, I just got used to rolling with A again because I just played like 2 3D Zelda games in a row. And when I started playing the 3D Zelda games, I was trying to roll with R and I kept using my shield. Which is really funny in my opinion. What do I do again? Oh, I gotta boomerang the key. That's right. And then I get like a flamethrower in the backyard over here or something like that. Oh. Let me have the key again. Who are you, old lady? Oh, thank goodness. That stupid door was really getting on my nerves. It never occurred to me that someone might have locked it from the outside. You don't have anything to unlock it from the inside? You need the key to unlock it from the inside? That seems just like bad home planning. I'm convinced it was that shadowy boy, the one who looks just like you. Strange things are happening everywhere these days. You boys watch yourselves. This game has a similar premise to Mario Sunshine, where you just have like the shadow version of you, who's making a lot of trouble around town, around the world, whatever. You get my point. Yeah, I know. A flamethrower, fire rod, whatever, same diff. What do you got to say? I've started working out so I can do something about all the Octrox out front. Still, no matter how strong I am, I'll never be able to say, lift a huge rock alone. Well, I mean, you can't lift a boulder. It's just, you're human. So you want that rod, do you? That shadowy boy was after the same thing. I hid it from him, but I think you can have it. You've been so nice to me. And besides, you look like you can be trusted with it. You and your 3 clones. Take care of it, alright? Alright. Give me all the force gems. There we go. And now, long. Give me all these blue ones, please. There we go. Lift. Oh, I need to... Ooh. I need to get the boomerang back so that I can get that 100 force gem piece. No, give me the... Aw, they despawned. That's something I really don't like about this game, is that they despawn. I've always wanted to play this game with friends and play the multiplayer. I've always wanted to do that with both this and Four Swords, but honestly, it's just such a technological hurdle that I can't be bothered. More like a financial hurdle. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, to get the technology to do so, you gotta spend way more money than is really... Oh, wait. Than is... like, even when the technology originally came out, it didn't really exist anywhere. Not many places sold it. So there's not a lot out in circulation right now. So therefore, if you want to play it, people are just scalping the price like crazy. So it costs more now than it did back when it came out, which is ridiculous. It's like playing a CDI Zelda game right now. A CDI Zelda game, when it came out, was not really worth anything. But now that it's a meme, it's suddenly worth hundreds of dollars to buy the games, the console, all kinds of dumb crap. Give me that force gem. Yeah. Because honestly, this game does well as a single-player game, in my opinion. It's not as bad as people really give it credit for. A lot of people don't like this game. Just because it's not Zelda-y, it's too arcadey. But, I mean, it's still not terrible. Like, just take it as a game, and it's pretty good. I have a lot of fun with it. And the music's good. The music's very similar to OOT. I can see that. I find it to be like a cross between like OOT and A Link to the Past if you like hybridize the music and those two games together. And I think it's because it's a 2D Zelda with a lot of inspiration from OOT or something maybe in the music. It's Tingle, hiding under a bridge like a hobo. Huh? You've saved Tingle. Oh, that outfit, that aura. It's the fairy that Tingle's dreamed of. It's you! Oh, Mr. Fairy, you come to my rescue. You coming to my rescue has left me overcome with emotion. Let me thank you by sharing some thrilling Tingle news with you. The oh-so-Tingle-esque pastime of collecting Force Gems is all the rage now. In fact, I got stuck under here trying to get the Force Gem under this rock. But you saved me. Clearly, it was the power of the gems that led you here to me. Tingle believes without a doubt that good things come from collecting Force Gems. You saved me. Now I'm going to steal the game's objective from you. I know. I hate Tingle in this video game. I like Tingle normally in the other games, but in this one he's literally a nuisance. Basically, if there's a really high-priced Force Gem on the screen, 100 or higher, I believe, Tingle will start floating from off-screen to try and steal it before you can get to it. And it's just... I think it's only when you're outdoors, though. If you're, like, in a dungeon, he doesn't bother with you. Wasn't there a similar Game Boy Advance accessory linking in Wind Waker? I mean... Tingle calls Link Mr. Fairy in just about every Zelda game he's in. Wasn't there a similar GBA accessory linking in Wind Waker? In Wind Waker... A GBA accessory? I feel like I recall something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't played the GameCube version of Wind Waker in so long. I always play the HD remaster on the Wii U, so No doubt that's why you're after the Force Gems too, isn't it, Mr. Fairy? Let's be fair about where we look and share the gems equally, Mr. Fairy. And with that, Tingle must say his farewells. Tingle always prefers to Link as a fairy because Tingle dresses up in green, silly-looking clothes because he thinks that he is a fairy. Like a 30 or 40-year-old man is a fairy who's disappointing his father. That's literally Tingle's story. So anytime he sees Link, he's like, oh, you're a fairy too? Don't be timid. Jump on in. Press A to swim, B to dive. Don't stay down too long. Okay. Tingle, tingle, Kulu-Limpa. Gimme. There's something poignant about Tingle and his realization with you. I think it's in... Which one is it? I can't remember. In one of the games, he really specifies, like, oh, you have a fairy? Mine hasn't come to me yet. It's a shame. Oh, I gotta get that thing before Tingle steals it. Crap. Tingle's gonna steal my Force Gems! Oh, no. I'll come back in here in a minute. If you leave that sitting too long, Tingle will just come and yoink it. Alright. Come on. There we go. Tingle's a piece of crap. Who are you? Shooting folks out of my homemade cannon's my hobby. Hey, you want to go for a ride? Well, climb on in and press the A button. You shoot right up like a human cannonball. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? You can't what? Yeah, it was a pretty funky ringtone. It's a default ringtone, Kyle. I just chose it because I don't have a custom one set yet. Do you want me to come pick you up, Karina? I mean, you can go tomorrow or something in the morning. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Love you too. Bye. Karina wants me to pick her up from work. She's not feeling very well. She's got a headache, and it's probably a chemical headache or something, honestly. Chemistry kind of sucks like that. She works with a lot of cyanides and acids and just... no, Tingle, please! No! No! Don't steal my crap! That's mine! Quit it! Okay. Goodness. Alright, let's go get the stuff I missed. There we go. Oh, I forgot you can do that. I don't think I'm gonna get to a stopping point anytime soon is the dumb part. I mean, I guess I could temporarily stop the stream, but I just feel like I wouldn't really get back on at that point. But I kind of want to keep streaming considering I started so late today. Look at you, you guys are identical. Say the four of you, you're brothers, or friends, is that it? Okay, listen up, I'm real particular about friends. Friends don't always have to be doing the same thing, you know? Yeah, I know, you're just trying to give me a tutorial about separating. Okay, I get it. I accidentally talked to him a second time. There we go. I wouldn't worry about starting late. I can wait outside, take your time. Does it feel good outside right now, Green? Because it's starting to get hot in the house. Like I'm starting to get covered in sweat. Like there's a layer of sweat over my arms right now because the AC is out. It feels better outside. Maybe I can just get my sleeping bag and sleep outside right now. Oh, let me Let me get to a stopping point at least. Maybe I can beat this level or something. let Karina breathe some nice fresh air since she seems to be not doing so well. Because I don't think the first level is very long, if I'm going to be honest. Ooh, a whirlpool. What's down here? Ooh. I tried to roll. I threw a boomerang. Excuse me. It's not even necessarily that I'm worried about, like, how I started late. It's more or less just like, I started late, and I want to play more games. You know? I feel like I didn't get a fair chance at playing my games today because of the whole issue with our electrician today. Screwing up our AC and all kinds of stuff. Ooh, what's down here? Treasure. And honestly, now that I've started this, I'm so excited to play it because I really like this game. I got the blue bracelet. You feel stronger than steel. Damage is now reduced by half. Cool. Oh, I forgot I shoot missiles now. Oh. Okay. I mean, technically, I could just run to the end right now, because I do have the pieces I need to open the gate at the very end. I love the screaming for this part. It's great. Cool. Oops, that was an accident. I gotta get behind them to do damage. Whoa, was I like raised up for a moment there? That was weird. Oops. Okay, I win. Cool. Giving them gems, even though I don't really need them anymore. Oh, wow. That was a lot shorter than I was expecting. Oh, wait, let me talk to Cape War Gabor real quick. See what he has to say. I don't think I've ever talked to him before. Combine the strength of 4 into 1 and fight your way out. Oh, I think each time you complete a level, those fairies each count as a life. The first few are pretty short. Yeah, they are. It slowly amps up. This was more of like a tutorial stage. I don't know why. I really liked the fire effect in this because like the heat shimmers that like warp the textures are actually really neat. It's almost fuzzy. It's neat. Save. Okay. Continue playing? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to call it there for the night, guys. I gotta go pick up Karina from work, so... It's been a fun stream. I hope I can stream more tomorrow. I hope the electrician doesn't screw up more when he comes to fix the AC. So, y'all have a nice day, night, wherever you are. It's been fun.